So I'm at the next house here, and actually the whole time I was driving here, I'm gonna turn this air conditioning down in case it's blowing into the speaker here. The whole time I was driving from that last house, I actually was on the phone with my real estate agent because we literally just got an offer on this house. So I bought this house about 2.5, 3 months ago and did some work to it, roof, AC, paint inside, some flooring, stuff like that. Nothing major as far as ripping out bathrooms or kitchens, all that's still good. But it's an expensive house, and this is actually the house I might end up losing some money on. I'm trying not to, but the market dictates that, not what I want. I've only lost money on, I think, less than 5 properties in 26 years, in the over 600 that I bought and sold and several thousand units. But it happens. And what happened with this one was great area, $400,000 property, and we comped it out about 430. And I was pushing it because I hadn't done a deal. I try and do 5 to 10 deals a year. I used to do 5 to 7 a month, which I can't even get my head around that anymore. But that was me 20 years ago. So I'm trying to do 5 to 10 a month. And with this, when I hadn't had a deal in a couple months, I kind of paid up for it. I knew I did. But then what happened was, because it's an expensive house, it's still a nice profit margin. But what happened was, about a week into my listing, a house, almost exact same house down the street, they had kind of a fire sale. Instead of selling for 430, it sold for 400. So that wiped out $30,000 worth of profit, basically. So we started out at 430 just to see if we could get it. Several weeks, no showings, no offers, dropped it to 410. We had a showing, but they weren't interested. So then last week, right at 7 days ago, I dropped it to right under 400. We have an offer. They offered 390, wanted me to pay 10,000 in closing and another couple thousand in fix-up money and warranties, stuff like that. So we're countering. I'm going to try and counter at 400 and drop the closing cost to 5,000. We'll see what happens with that. I don't plan to drop it. Their logic was, well, he's going to drop it to 390 anyways in another week, but that's not going to happen. I felt like whenever we listed it, once we saw the other house sell for 400, I felt like I need to be right at 400 to get interest in it, and that's what's happened. So I told my broker to relay to the buyer's broker, I'm not dropping next week by 10,000. I plan to sit here for 3 weeks at least. If I get showings and get offers, I'm gonna stay at that 400. If I get no showings and no other offers in the next 3 weeks, then I will drop to 390, but I'm not dropping 10,000 next week. I'm gonna wait and see what happens. All right, so let's jump out. I like to walk these properties, and I'm gonna spend a little bit of time off camera here. I like to pick the weeds at my flower bed. It's a $400,000 house, and I don't want weeds in the flower bed. I think when somebody walks up, weeds in the flower bed are a turnoff. So I'm gonna show you the weeds in the flower bed here, and I'm gonna pick those. I'll walk you through the house real quick. So let's jump out and see the house.